Hey everybody, Cindy Martin here, also known as Teacher's Brain on TPT. A lot of you have asked me, how do you get feedback on your resources on TPT? So I thought I'd explain real quick some of the best practices that you can do. First of all, do not ask for feedback. That's not best practices. I believe it's against TPT's terms also. So you can't like exchange, hey, give me a free feedback and I'll give you a free product or something like that. Don't do stuff like that. These are the best things that I can tell you to do. So if you go and you look at, let's just pick up one of my products. I'm going to click here, scroll down to the description, and you are going to see, let's see, where is it? Right here. How to get TpT credits on future purchases. You go to my purchase page or your purchase page. Besides each purchase, you're going to find a provide feedback button. All you have to do is provide feedback on a paid resource and you get credits to use. Now that's totally fine and it's the truth. If anybody who wants to leave feedback on paid resources gets credits that they can use as money on future products. I also put this in my TOA, or TOU, whatever you want to call it. It's a terms of use page, which is at the end of every one of my resources. Let me show you an example. Okay, so if you look, you can see a note from me that tells you about, oh, I hope you love this resource. Follow me for more. And then here it tells you, if you leave feedback at my TPT store, on each paid download, you will get credits redeemable on future purchases. So that's where I put another note for them. Also, this is tip number 3, I guess. Also, another tip, if you notice right here, it says click the green star to be the first to know about new products and promotions. You want to tell people, this is what I want you to do. Click following. Then when they're following you, you can send them notes I think it's every 6 days now, but you can send notes from your TPT account, or if you are lucky enough to have an email following with subscribers who are subscribing to you, then you can tell them, hey, same thing, don't forget, most important timing is right before a TPT sale, because that's when they want to use those points. So right before every sale that is a site sale, I always say, don't forget to leave feedback on those paid resources. I don't tell them to leave good feedback, bad feedback. I just say, don't forget to leave feedback so that you can use those points to pay for your other resources that you're going to get. So those are my top tips for you in order to get more feedback. Remember, the more you sell, the better chances you are to get feedback. I've sold, I don't even know how many products I've sold. I could probably look it up. Let me look up real quick. I have sold over, and goes over the last 7 years, over 150,000 plus resources, and that doesn't include the ton of freebies that I give away. And I have got only 19,000 feedback out of that. So that gives you a good example of the percentage-wise of how many people leave feedback. So just be patient. If anybody ever comes to you, especially new sellers, it's very common for them to come to another new seller and say, hey, you leave me feedback, I'll leave you feedback. That's not genuine. You don't really want that. It's not authentic. So I suggest you to stay away from anything like that. Nobody is looking at, when they go looking at products, they're looking at your cover, your preview, any kind of, and they might, if they see any kind of negative feedback, then that might count, but they're not going to not buy your product because there's 0 feedbacks on it. Just make sure that you have a good resource and you really showcase it in your description, your thumbnails, and your previews, and you're going to be just fine. So just patience. All right, I hope you found some of these suggestions useful for your TPT store, and good luck.